As Nigerian payment platforms have been redefined, new strategy, innovation, and technology are added daily. These have continued to redefine banking and payment operations, making payments simple, allowing transactions to get done quickly, and cutting off traditional bottlenecks. One of the fintech firms driving these possibilities and growth is electronic settlements, owners of Cash Envoy, Paypad, and Paycenter. It is an indigenous information system management company with over 4 years of experience. CEO of the company, Olaoluwa Awojoodu, spoke with Imagine TV about the company's operations and what the fintech space holds for the development of the economy, among others.
So my name is Olaoluwa Awojoodu. I'm the CEO of Electronic Settlement Limited. Okay, so it basically started from trying to solve a problem, more or less. So we identified the problem in the Nigerian payment space, and myself and my partner, we set about how to actually solve that problem. So yeah, more or less. And then over time, even till now, what we keep trying to do is we keep trying to solve problems every day. When I was a student, I saw that it was very difficult for Nigerians to make payment on the internet. And then back then, there were not a lot of things to pay for in Nigeria per se. Most people wanted to pay for things outside of the country. They wanted to buy software, they wanted to pay school fees. And now everybody can do bank transfer, you can use your debit cards. But back then, we didn't really have anything like that. And so the whole solution was born of how do we solve that problem. Now the interesting thing is we actually didn't get to solve that problem immediately. So, but at least we started something, and that has been growing, and in that direction basically. But of course, so basically I've been doing business since my part 2. But at that time, I was probably like, when this whole payment solution came to me, I was probably maybe like my part 4, part 5. I was an engineering student, so it was 5-year course. I think it's still the same thing that is giving me confidence even till today to still go on, and that is that failure is not an option. We've burned the bridges behind us. We just have to keep going. We can't give up. We have to persevere. We have to, there's something I call running by blood. You have to, so basically it's just the same thing. Once I set my mind on something, we have to achieve. Even if we don't achieve success immediately, we have to keep going, looking for other ways to solve the same problem till we eventually win. So I think it's more like a character thing, it's a mindset thing, and of course the plan that this is in this for the long haul. We're not just trying to do something and then make money and then run away. We want to actually build something. So basically we go through that like every day. But since you mentioned funding, I remember 2012, 2013, when we were trying to actually raise money to kick off our MPOS business, which is mobile point of sale. We spoke to like every Nigerian investor that we could find, and back then we were just trying to raise about $300,000, but nobody would actually give us the cash. People would clap for us and say, fantastic solution, it's going to work, but nobody gave us cash. However, a lot of people would have quit at that point because we actually needed money to go to the next level. But we didn't quit. Instead, we looked for a cheaper way to be able to do the same thing. So even without raising any money at that particular time, we were still able to partner with some people outside of the country. And yes, so we jumped that hurdle. So basically, there's always a way around everything, as long as you don't give up. So I have a co-founder. His name is Olusegun Okin, and I don't like saying we basically because nearly everything that we achieve is not a solo effort. Basically, I have people behind me, from the guys that I work with, fantastic guys, to my family at home, and so there's always a we. Yeah, so we have a product called Paycenter, and basically is about creating financial access. So we realized that there are a lot of banks in Lagos and Abuja and Port Harcourt But outside of those regions, you don't have banks like everywhere. People actually travel to get to banks. What village are you from? Oh, sorry, where are you from?
Enugu.
Okay, I don't know, but basically I'm sure it's the same thing in Enugu. Maybe in Enugu town, you have a couple of banks. And the interesting thing would be that all the banks there would actually join the same route.
Yeah.
And then you still have people traveling to get to that road. People spend 2 hours or more trying to get to a bank. In some places, people have to go over, you enter canoe and stuff to get to a bank. So, meanwhile, yes, the banks are far, but there's a shop beside your house. So what we're trying to do is, with our technology, we are converting those grocery stores and pharmacies into locations for financial access.
Like Safaricom?
No, because we don't do mobile money.
Okay.
But basically, we set you up with a card acceptance device, which is an POS device, mobile point of sale, and an application. And with that, you can actually do transactions for your customers, like cash out transactions, deposits, cash deposits, card transfers, fund transfers, bill payments, and of course we are going into things like account opening, real bank account opening, and card issuance, loan applications. Basically anything you go to a bank to do, we want you to be able to go to any Paycenter location, which is still the same shop that you buy your milk and meal from. You want to be able to go to that shop and provide and access financial services. So that is something that we started this year, and the feedback has been fantastic. Fantastic so far. Not yet, but we are getting there very, very fast. I think that we are lucky in the sense that we have a lot of companies that have come into the space and have become enablers for other companies to innovate. An example I would like to mention is a body like NIBS. So having those kind of institutions has allowed a lot of innovation to happen within the space where other countries don't even have. And then regulation has had its negative effects, but of course positive effects as well. Part of the positive effect is migration to EMV, for instance, that we had with our cards. As far back as 2006, Nigeria is already using chip cards. Meanwhile in the US, they just started migrating last year. So that has allowed at least that whole financial technology space to kind of move quickly, foreign transfer, so many things. But basically it's mostly because of enablers. Yes, I don't know about basic function. I think the basic function of the bank is to keep our money safe and lend money to people that need money, make money from our money. So I think that's the basic function of the bank. The other things, like things that we render, are things that the banks have added as their portfolio, but it's not their original portfolio. So it's not. So we think that there's still a lot of space for companies like ours to thrive, and especially since, yes, the banks are really big, and Nigerian banks are actually very big, especially in Africa. Nigerian banks are big compared to other countries. The banks are big, it's an advantage, but at the same time, it doesn't allow them to move fast or be at the edge of innovation. So there's always room to play. I think that the best is partnership. They can't compete, basically, because while the bank has resources to do and undo, the fintech guys can do it faster and smarter, and of course because they have what they call hunger, natural hunger, which the bank won't have. They will be able to be more flexible and quicker. So I think the best way is partnership. So the banks mostly have to reach out, or rather, as far as I'm concerned, the fintechs have been reaching out, but it would be nice for the banks to reach out as well, and then once there's partnership, can take over the world. Yeah, it's going to be. I feel like so many things are going to come out, new solutions, different ways to pay. With the advent of things like BVN, there's a future where maybe you can probably just go to a shop and use your fingerprint to pay instead of your card. And so many things. Every day you have new information, new invention in the space. So basically, I think it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so this is actually a very tough question for me
Okay.
because I have this this mindset of no regret. But I believe that every mistake that I've made has brought me to the point where I am right now, and I feel like there is a purpose where I'm at this point. So I don't have any regrets. I'm happy. Just keep coming up. So I think the most important thing is personal development. It's not about school books. Focus on yourself. You have to develop yourself. You have to know basically everything as much as you can. Read books. Very important. Read books. Yep. And have focus. Manage your time well. And pray. In terms of numbers, the only thing I know I can say categorically that we're trying to raise money. Targets, yes we have. Yes we have. In fact, we were not anticipating this level of growth with the Paycenter solution. So yes we have.
Away from work, Awojoodu likes to read books, play games, and watch TV. He explained that he is working on 2 books. One is for young entrepreneurs, and the other is a science fiction book. At the Electronic Settlement Limited, one of the ways the members of staff relax in order to be effective at work is to play table soccer during lunchtime and listen to good music. Doing this calms and refreshes the body as well as energizes and strengthens for productivity.